Hi class, I'm here to talk to you about preaching to a contemporary world and what I learned in the class. I'm pretty sure we all can agree that we live in some interesting, trying times, specifically with morality. And what I mean by that is that once what was done in the shadows is now being done like in high definition for all the world to see, right in your face. The Barna Group found that many of our United States cities are becoming more and more post-Christian. What does post-Christian mean? Is the idea that God, Christianity, the church, and biblical morals are not necessarily important to the family anymore. And it makes it challenging for us as ministers because we're supposed to show that there's a sin nature and that there is repentance that leads to salvation. There is a heaven and a hell. In fact, Barna did another study. It shows that 50% of all pastors are worried about offending people. And so as ministers of the gospel, it makes it difficult because we are supposed to be preaching the gospel with integrity and conviction. And it has become more of a challenge. And so there's, I believe, some ways that we can tackle this idea. And a couple things that I learned through this class, which first one I'd like to talk about is narrative. Dr. Jeffrey Freimeyer, he states this, is that we should be capitalizing on the fact that we live in this wonderful narrative age. And that the idea that we love to hear stories, we love to be a part of stories. And he gives an example of Joe Friday and Break a Leg, two individuals. And Joe Friday is a guy who's like, just give me the facts of what it says. Whereas in Break a Leg is breaking the curtain and getting into the audience and drawing the audience into the story. And we have such a wonderful book, books called the Bible, that we can actually use because it's got great stories in there and that relate to our lives and it will relate to their lives. The other one is knowing our audience. We have multiple different styles of preaching, topical, expository, and textual. And I think it's important that we know who we're communicating to and what scenario, because each one of those are important depending on the situation. So we should always be aware of that. The next one is vulnerability and being able to learn to be vulnerable. I know as leaders we like to have this idea and this air that we've got it all figured out. And I'll be honest, I don't have it figured out. And I know a lot of my pastor friends would also say the same thing, that they don't have it figured out. People will relate to the stories. I tell people all the time is preach your victories. What the struggle that you went to, then God intervened in your life, and then what God did. And when you do that, you bring this air of ethos, the relating people to emotional levels, and connecting everybody together. And you would be surprised on the people that would go, yeah, I know exactly how that feels. Okay, that can work for me. The next one that we should never forget is illustrations. All over the world right now, churches are using illustrations even in their sermon titles. And they're using pop culture references. And it's something that we should not shy away from. Taking illustrations even with props on the stage that connect the sermon. Even phrases in your sermons that have pop culture references, or any type that will link and key things. And so illustrations are something that we should always try to put into our sermons. Matt Adair talks about creative teams. And creative teams are basically grabbing a group of people that may be already leaders in your congregation, or people that are mature Christians. You bring them in and you have team meetings and you say, here's my topic. And what they do is they mind map. And mind mapping is taking a central idea and adding scriptures that go along with that idea, or adding references that go in there, facts that will go in there to bring a wonderful sermon in. And the last thing he also tries to challenge people is to preach without notes. And that's very scary because most of us, we use those as crutches, but it's a way to break that barrier, just like Break a Leg is getting past and bringing the audience in. And that makes you know your topic. And so those are a couple things I think we can use in our preaching styles to a contemporary world, and I hope that helps. Thank you.